Alright, Mike, I'm going to try to show you how this is done here. First we'll start off with the blood dot strand. This is one strand. Take about a third of it. This is like stocking material, so don't use good scissors when you do this because it's a pain in the butt to work with, and it has a lot of strands to it, or little micro strands. So that's about 1/3 of the red. This is going to be the blood dot piece. Okay, next there's the clump of the McFly foam. It comes out of the package. This is the tangerine color right here. So you can see the stuff's kind of stretchy and a pain in the butt. It kind of sticks to stuff. So for a size 10 egg, you want to use 4 of these strands. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You just want to take those 4 strands out of the clump. Okay, so I have my 4 strands there. I kind of flatten them out and separate them so they're all kind of flat. Once they're flat like this, then take your blood dot strand and put it right in the middle. Stretch it. Once it's in the middle, just take the clumps and fold it over. So when it's done, it's just a big ugly mess, and you should hopefully have all the red covered up and in the middle. Next, here's my paper mate tube that I've cut and then just kind of sanded down so there's no burrs or anything on it. And I take the end, make sure all the lengths are the same, the ends are the same length. I take it and I pinch it and roll it into a little pinch like that, and then kind of shove it through and twist the tube as I'm pushing the material through. And eventually it's going to come out the other end. Once it starts to come out the other end, you can start pulling it through. Now all of them are one piece. Take your scissors and just cut it there. So that's what it kind of looks like. Next we'll tie one on. Okay, so this is my first attempt at shooting video and doing anything like this, so my camera focuses on things other than the fly. Sorry about that. But I'm starting off with a 24-57 2x strong scud hook in size 10, which will be perfect for steelhead the time of year we're fishing. Get a good layer of thread down there so the egg pattern doesn't slide around the hook as easily. Next, I will push up a small amount from the bottom. I twist as I push, and this doesn't, no burrs happen when you do that. Get a small amount out. You don't want too much or else it makes the egg too big, and McFly foam is naturally buoyant. You throw that on the top of the hook. I do 3 wraps going from the front of the shank to the back of the shank. Then I do a couple around the shank, then I reverse it. I do 3 wraps from the back of the shank around the front. Keeping attention on it at all times. Once it's done, do a couple wraps. I pull this out, keep tension on the McFly foam, and I always twist it a little bit when I go and make my cut. Make the cut. Done, makes a perfect little egg pattern. blood dots right there in the middle. I always double whip finish. They don't come undone that way. Cut it and you're good. Next to glue, this is the stuff I use. Again, I do this after I have about a dozen of them tied up. Take the egg. Right now you can see that this thing just wants to slide all over. So what I do is I just turn it upside down. I don't know if I can do this, get this in the light. Turn it upside down and I try to pull back the foam from underneath where the thread is exposed on the shank. And I just put a drop of glue right in there so the McFly foam absorbs some of it, and then a little dot up there and you're done. And then just keep that foam on top. When it dries, it'll stay on the top. And that's about it. This one's a little small, but once you get the hang of this, you can whip these off in about a minute apiece.